Bashar.
Andy, you good day.
My question, I think it's about discernment. So in my younger days, I used to be more into like activism. I was a vegan, and I was into like passing out pamphlets,
Yes.
and even setting up fundraisers and things like that. And
Yes.
then I started to do more inner work.
Yes.
And I realized that,
Well, they can go hand in hand,
yes, of course. So I'm noticing
Yes.
that, like, I don't really watch the news. I don't really participate in any political, activities or marches
right.
or anything like that. I do vote, but
Yes.
I'm wondering if I'm kind of starting to blur the line of inner peace and apathy.
No. Inner peace is not apathy.
In my personal case,
Yes.
that I somehow, choose to believe that my apathy is inner peace.
Why? You know the difference between the two, or you wouldn't have two different words for it.
That is true.
I know. So you know what apathy feels like, and you know the difference between that and inner peace.
Okay.
So where's the confusion?
I guess the confusion is, I don't know, I guess the confusion is, I don't feel exactly called to take strong actions.
What do you feel called to take strong actions in?
Well, my personal creative projects and...
Such as?
Such as...
What are you excited about? What are you passionate about doing that you're not doing?
Dancing and, other creative, like traveling, and I do those things.
All right. But is there something else you're not doing that you would prefer to be doing?
Well, when a friend was sharing with me about what's really going on at the borders, with the
Yes.
what the ICE is doing and all that stuff, and I was, my first reaction was, well, this is.
What would you prefer to be doing? I don't need the backstory.
I feel like I should be more involved.
Not should. What do you prefer to be doing?
I prefer to do creative projects that make me feel happy, but I feel like maybe I can, on a personal level, make small donations or,
Do whatever you wish, but what we're attempting to lead you to understand is that if you are acting on your true passion, some expression of that will actually be helping more than anything you could do that is not an expression of your passion.
Okay.
You understand? You may not understand how those things are connected.
Yeah.
But they are if you are working and doing things in the action of your passion, because other people will see that and you will have more effect on them than you otherwise might doing the things you think you should be doing in the way you think you should be doing it that isn't coming from your passion.
Okay.
But only feels like an obligation. And when you do that, that's where the apathy comes in, because you're not excited about what you're doing, so you no longer care. So when you do what you love to do, you are more of a living example to others than you may know. Even someone you may never meet, seeing you walking down the street being this wonderfully happy person because you are creatively expressing yourself, may have more of an effect on that stranger than you would ever have an effect on people you know when you're doing something that you don't love to do. It may change everything for them in their lives just by seeing the living example you are of following your passion. You don't have to know exactly how those people get impacted by you. You just know that they are being impacted where they need to be. By you being yourself, that's the whole idea. When you are the shape of the puzzle piece you were created to be, you fit in the puzzle picture and help create the big picture that supports all of the pieces that make it up. But if you're not being the shape you were made to be, you don't fit, you're not helping to create the big picture cannot be experienced by the other pieces as supporting them. Make sense?
Yes.
Does this help?
Yes.
So follow your passion, act on your passion in whatever expressions naturally come. And you will be led through synchronicity to do the things, and sometimes they may look similar to what you were doing before, but you will have found a new way to do them from your passion that you may not have considered before because you weren't in the proper state to see that that was also an alternative way to do it.
Yes.
You have to be the vibrational state to even conceive of the way to do certain things that are representative of that state. Otherwise, those thoughts, those inspirations don't come to you because you're not on the wavelength to receive them.
Okay.
All right? So start with the formula and just see what happens, see where you're led, and whatever opportunity is presented to you, always look for the way to do it in the most exciting way you can, and have the discernment to tell the difference between whether it is truly representative of your preference or not. And of course, the remember to make sure that you're not the one dampening the excitement with negative belief systems you're unaware of.
Okay.
Yes? Does this help?
Yes.
All right.
One follow-up question may have just the same answer.
Maybe.
But so I started out creatively as an actor, and I used to pursue it a lot. And then I started to pursue other things that were more exciting to me. And then
At the time.
And so I kind of just not really focused on acting. And then the weird thing was I started just booking jobs and getting more auditions.
Yes.
But my excitement is still feels like somewhere else. But this keeps happening. So I keep following
Again, are you blocking what could be exciting with your assumptions that it's not?
Yes.
Then use your imagination to see that these things are coming to you in a way that gives you an opportunity to really look for other ways in which you might be able to find the excitement in that, or finally and ultimately determine that it is simply not your preference, not your excitement, but because you keep repeating it for yourself, you are trying to tell yourself something. And it might simply be that you have too many negative fear-based belief assumptions about what doing that may actually mean, when you could be using your imagination to figure out how it would be more exciting to do it in a different way than most people might assume. Think, as you say, outside the box. And finally, actually even get to the point where you realize there is no box.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You are welcome. Now, I'm going to audition you right now.
Okay.
Show me a person finding their way back to their seat.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.